All right, cat lovers, welcome back. How we doing? Look at that Kraken Club counter, 1 in 245. You love to see it. We did it. But that's not what this is about today. It's all about the Ambuscade. We're going to do it live. I'm going to go over how I'm handling this month's Lamia Ambuscade, and it's a great month. Because Dragoon, well, Dragoon is king. These things take a lot of darkness damage. Phragia takes loads of piercing damage. Scathy does okay on piercing, and the Frig I have to switch to Nagling, but Nagling is really powerful, so it's fine. And, you know, the way I'm doing this is certainly not the ideal way to do it. Somebody has called it, what do they call it? Barbaric. Barbaric, the way that we're handling this. But that's okay. This is the way we have to do it in order to handle these mechanics. And really, we're going to kind of ignore the mechanics. The old Velner special, we're going to brute force it. So the big thing about this month's Ambu is all three of these Lamia have moves that you either need to face towards them or face away from, or you get really nasty debuffs. The thing is, they have a 15 yalm radius. So right away, the first trick is, I have all my Taros sit in this little corner, and I just have them face away from the action. And I'm going to fight just one Lamia at a time. And since I'm really only worried about myself, I just need to know which moves to face away from in order to stay safe. And it's really easy to know the face away from moves all have dance in the name. If it doesn't have dance in the name, you're fine. If it has dance, turn away. So Phragia has petrification dance. It does a terror on you. Scathy does poison dance. It does petrification and poison, and it's a really nasty poison. And the Frig does luxurious dance, which is a charm move. So that's fun. Another thing you have to look out for is as the Phragia's dying at 75, 50, 25, and I think maybe 10% too, the three Lamias will work together to do a tandem eagle eye shot on a random target, and it can easily kill a white mage or something. So defense is going to be really important. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, then I'll just kill the Scathy and the Frig first, and they can't tandem eagle eye shot. Wrong. If the Phragia doesn't go down first, the Frig or the Scathy, they'll just respawn. So kill the Phragia first, and then I like to go for the Scathy, and then I do the Frig last. And the reason mostly is if I get charmed with just the Frig, it's fine. If I have the Scathy and the Frig up and I'm charmed, it's more of a mess. It's still fine, but it's more of a mess. And I don't want it to be a mess. Okay. Let's talk about the party comp. I'm Dragoon Sub Warrior, and the Sub Warrior is just so I can provoke the Phragia and hold it, immediately get it 15 yalms away from the party and fight it out there. So I'm Sub Warrior. I'm using Geomancer, Bard, Corsair, White Mage, Red Mage. So for the chords, pretty simple stuff. Let's get the rolls going. We're going to do Chaos and Sam's roll, right? The Geomancer is going to do Indie Barrier to help with the defense situation on the backline, but I'm also going to do Geo Frailty and Entrust Fury on Velner. We're going to do Bar Petrification and Bar Stone. I don't even know if it helps, but we're going to do it. And then for the songs, we're going to do Honor March, Valor Minuet, Knight's Mean, and Aria of Passion. If you don't have Aria of Passion, just do another Minuet. And if you don't have a Red Mage, it's fine to do 2 marches, Knight's Mean, and Minuet. It's going to be fine either way. You're going to be happy. So let's get the songs up. And I also like to do a Knight's Mean 4 on the White Mage, because like the only way this really goes south is if the White Mage gets clapped. And the White Mage can get clapped if they're not fully defensed up. So I like to give them a little bit of extra protection. Here's the Aria of Passion. Why am I so stupid? There it is. Big Aria, looking good. All right, where's the Red Mage? The Red Mage, I need to haste to Velner. You get capped haste. Don't really have to haste anybody else because they're just going to sit there and do nothing. And then I like to do Phalanx 2 on Velner and the White Mage. Again, if anybody else dies in the backline, it doesn't matter. But if Velner or the White Mage dies, big problem. All right. So now we're going to do, it looks like the buffs are fine. I'm going to eat some food. Oh, let me make sure I Spirit Link. I think I did, but let's make sure I Spirit Link. Let's eat some food. The thing that's annoying is poor little Kakiru here. He's too stupid to do the mechanics, so he always stares at them when they dance. All right. So we're going to fight the Phragia. I'm going to ignore the Frig and the Scathy. They're just going to come back here and beat on the backline, which is fine. The only way that it really can be a problem is the Scathy can do a move called Impaling Disregard. That's actually a move you have to face towards her to avoid the nastiness, and it's a 5-count doom with Petrification. If he does it on the back line, I'm up a creek. There's no fixing that. Alright, we're on the Freja. There goes the Scathy. I don't care. Let's do a little Angon action. Berserk. I know Berserk probably seems stupid because I'm going to get Eagle Eye Shot, but I don't care. Alright, let's not be locked on the target, and let's just start cranking. Okay, there's something. Impale, don't worry about that. It's not a dance. Keep the Star Divers cooking. Petrification, also not a dance. So I just ignore it. Let's keep it cranking. Keep it cranking. Shadow Thrust, also not a dance, and she is a dead. Rip. Alright, now let's get the Scathy. She does the poison dance, right? So that's poison and petrification. Pull her back. Another thing to note is once you get enmity on these things, you can't break line of sight, you can't break eye contact with them for more than like 5 seconds, or they get that aura. And the aura, there's Impale, we can ignore it. The aura just means they ignore enmity. So they'll go after whoever the fuck they feel like. Once the main one's dead, I feel safer to like just chill out a little bit to try to avoid the dance. Heavenly Arrow, don't care about that. Oh, maybe I should. That kind of hurt. What's she doing? Shadow Thrust, don't care about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish her off. 7%. Oh, Poison Dance, doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill her. Okay, now we're on the Frigg. The Frigg doesn't take a lot of damage from piercing, so I switched to Nagling. Let's get her. Remember, she does Luxurious Dance. That will charm you. I don't think she starts doing it till 75%. So watch her. She'll do like a little, she'll do that thing where she like glowed. Now she can dance. And there's the dance, so I turn away, no big deal. And as soon as the dance move goes off, as soon as you see her start dancing, you're safe to turn back and hit her. You don't have to wait for her to finish dancing. As soon as those hips start shaking, turning crank. Dance, turn away. Now she's got another move called Chastising Disregard. It does an amnesia. So it is important to pay attention and not just turn away every time she does a move. Chastising Disregard, you gotta face her. There it is, Chastising Disregard. But if you see her do that, you can just Savage Blade her. Doesn't matter. Give her that all 9s. She loves it. Let's just do it again. Bang. That's it. That's ambient. Look at that. It's so easy. It's so easy. This is a fantastic month. And, you know, this specific set, this is just for me to make it easy with 6 characters. With a full group, piece of cake. It's going to be a piece of cake. Again, what am I up to? 129,000 hallmarks, and this just started yesterday. I'm out of control. And as you guys may know, this is also a new special Ambuscade campaign, where the first time you run an Ambu for the day, you get the seal effect, the Abdhaljs Seal effect, but you can also use an Abdhaljs Seal effect to make it even more potent. So if you use a seal on your first run of the day, you get 18,000 hallmarks on very difficult. The crazy thing about this campaign too is you get the seal effect the first time on each difficulty. So yesterday I did a difficult one just to see if it worked, and we got 7,200 hallmarks, right? VD is only 3,600 without a seal. So it makes sense to, if you're doing runs, do a difficult. You'll get 7,200 for the first clear. And even on normal, you'll get 3,600. That's as much as a very difficult clear. So this is a great month to stock up. And again, this setup is not set in stone. You don't need to have this specific setup. We did it yesterday where we had 3 warriors, Bard, Corsair, White Mage. We had two warriors and a Red Mage, Bard, Corsair, White Mage. It's all good. It doesn't really matter too much. Just make sure the White Mage has a lot of defense. That's the big thing. You don't want the White Mage to die. And when I'm doing it this way, again, the only way it really goes south is if that Scathy does Impaling Disregard, which it only happened once yesterday. And funnily enough, as I was recording this video, the first take, she did do it again and we died. Because that's the one, if you don't face it, you get a 5-count doom and petrify. And since my backline's facing the corner, they're definitely going to get it. And they all died. And so that was fun. But again, I'm 120, almost 130,000 hallmarks in a day, so it's pretty easy. Our quickest run was like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. It's a good time, so get those hallmarks, guys. Get it while they're getting good. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. I had fun making it, so we'll see you guys soon. Everybody have a great day. Twitch.tv/VelnerXI. Every day but Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can come watch us do this live. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you eventually. All right.